What's going on YouTube? We're back again, and as you read from the title, today's video we're going to be exposing all of my cars, and I've also bought a new car that I'm going to be bringing in the end of this video, so you're going to want to watch this whole video. So with that said, we're going to start with the BMW M2 2018 N55 OG, finished off in this Laguna Beach blue. So if you're new to this channel and you haven't already seen my BMW M2, then I'll break down what this car is. So it's a BMW M2 N55 2018 model. These cars come stock 365 bhp. However, this isn't stock. This is far from stock. It's a stage 2 plus, pushing around 450 brake horsepower. Yeah, I've had this for about 2.5 years. It's been a nice journey in this car. I did buy absolutely stock. Nothing had been done to it, but as I run a YouTube channel, for me, I like to buy my car stock because it makes sense for me to bring you guys in on a journey from buying these cars stock, modifying them and putting my own touch on them. But yeah, as I said, I've had it for 2.5 years. It's been an absolutely fantastic car. We'll show you some of the modifications on this car. We'll start with the exterior just so you guys can get a feel for the visuals and stuff and what I've tried to do with it. So if I just bring you around here now, let's just start with the wheels because that's probably the most obvious thing on the car. These wheels here, JR37s, 19-inch wheels. Funny thing is about this car, it was inspired from a car when I was thinking about maybe possibly buying one of these. And yeah, I seen the gold wheels on there and I kind of thought that looked cool on it. However, these wheels wasn't the original ones I was going to go for. I was going for like the almost like BBS sort of type wheels, but me being eager, I couldn't wait. So in the end, I splashed the cash and just thought, you know what, I had a car show coming up at the time, so I thought if I just get them now, they should look good because I seen them on another car that was finished off in grey. £1,700 these wheels cost me without the tires. So yeah, no expense was spared on this car in terms of the wheels, but I think they look great. Like I said, I was going to go black, but I feel like a lot of people go black these days and, you know, silver and stuff like that. I felt I'm going to try something out there, see how it looks. And to be fair, when I seen it originally, I wasn't 100% sure. As time's gone on, it's grown on me, and I think they absolutely smashed this car to bits, to be fair. So JR37 19-inch wheels. We'll start with these little stickers here that I put on myself. So Recaro stickers and some racing flags. I just felt like it would just add to the contrast of the car, because if I would have just put the gold alloys on there and nothing else, it might have looked a little bit odd. So I felt, you know what, just go on eBay, find some little stickers. And now that the car's all tied in together with those gold stickers, personally me, I think it looks good. We've got carbon mirrors actually, so let's not forget these carbon mirrors. Little ones off Auto ID. We've also got the sun strip as well, Fast Car Checks, just to represent the brand and whatnot. Just brings the car to a little bit more of like a modified sort of look. When it comes from the front, it looks a bit aggressive, I guess. So that's just the exterior from the side point of view. And here we have a carbon spoiler, which I got this off Auto ID for around £240 with a 10% code as well. So yeah, nice little carbon spoiler just to tie it all in. I was going to go for like the actual wing sort of look, but I think with a wing you probably need some other bits and stuff like carbon fenders and, you know, a few more extra mods just to make it look a little bit more wider and aggressive. We've got another MVM sticker here as well, which we're getting to that and why that's on the car. You know, it's red, it's white, it's not offensive, it goes with the red lights, I guess. So we've got the yellow DRLs as well on the car, which I recently fitted. I don't think I've actually shot a video on this car since these have been on there. A good friend of mine done this for me. I'll leave his description now somewhere on this video where you can find him. He does all of the yellow DRLs, he does the coding on the Apple CarPlay and things like that. So go and give him a follow if you're interested in something like this. Then yeah, you can get in contact with him and he'll do it for you guys at home watching. But shadow plate as well. So we've got the shadow plate. Let's not miss the little small details that tie this car in, because as I said, it's been 2.5 years now, and as I did say, I did buy this car stock. So that's pretty much there or thereabouts the outside of the car's interior. I'll give you guys a starter of the car first, and we'll get into the engine and what I've done modification wise. So yeah, let's give this bad boy a little start then. So yeah, that's the sounds of the exhaust note there, as you can probably tell. I done one with the valves closed and I done one with the valves open. So what I've had fitted on the exhaust system is a Cobra downpipe onto it. It's had a stage 2 plus remap. It's also got the B58 TU pump on it as well. It's also had the Forge charge pipe, shout out to Forge Motorsport as well. And it's also had the intercooler, CSF intercooler on there, and a K&N panel filter as well. And then, yeah, I think that's there or thereabouts. As I said, it has been a 2.5-year journey. We have documented this car from the very first go right till now. I've been Santa Pod in this car, I've been to Donington Park, I've been to Lando Circuit in this car, we've done street stuff in this car, we've done the whole Mexico thing, so it's been a very good 2.5 years in this car and I've absolutely loved it. And yeah, like I said, car number 1, 442 bhp it made on the dyno. And I have added things since then, like a new intake, as I said, with the panel filter, there or thereabouts 450 brake horsepower. But I don't want to bore you guys too much, so you've kind of seen the basics of the car. Now let's show you my next car. So car number 2, we've got this Honda Civic Type R FN2, and it's stock, to be fair. Everything underneath this bonnet is stock. Again, we'll start with the exterior mod. So if you just come around to this bit here, the things I've added onto this car is small things again on the outside, as I don't like to go too crazy with it. We'll start with the boring stuff. So we got the Fast Car Checks sun strip, only for promotional use, you know, just to kind of build the brand, I guess, when I'm at car shows and things like that. This is fairly new, to be fair. So we're shooting this now in June. I think I only bought this car in maybe March, May, April, somewhere like that. About 2 or 3 months, let's just say, at a push. So I haven't really had loads of time to get my ideas into this car. But with, like I said, sun strip there, Fast Car Check sun strip, tinted windows. We got the little wind deflectors as well, just to give it a little bit more profile. And the carbon spoiler here, which I was going to go for the bigger one, but I didn't opt for it due to the fact that, number 1, I got this for a steal of 100 quid, I think it was. It did come originally in black. My good friend wrapped it for me in carbon. And yeah, like, I personally think it looks quite nice. It looks quite sleek. So yeah, originally I did plan to have this car as an out and out track car, right? So that was the plan. But then I kind of got halfway through it and I said, you know what, this is a nice car to drive. And again, you're going to want to watch the end of this video because I have got another car that is going to be just solely the track car. This, I'm not going to lie, I picked it up for a good price. It's been looked after, it's clean. It's got low, not low mileage as in like 50k or nothing like that, but it's got low mileage for this car. It's got my private plate on there, so FCC for Fast Car Checks. I guess the plan for this car now was going to be full track, but it's now going to be a turbo / maybe supercharger, something like that. Give me some ideas, guys. Leave it in the comments. Supercharger, turbocharger, which one do you think? But I think personally, that's where I want to take this car. I don't want to go ripping back seats out and all the rest of it, door cards and all that. Let's just go inside so you guys can see how clean it is. Yeah, if you look on the inside, you can just see it's nice, it's prestige. In terms of like year, as I said, this is a 2009 car actually. So what we're talking, that's got to be 16 years old now, 2025. It's been looked after. The guy I got it was like a Honda crazy guy. He loved his Hondas. He's now moved on to a new Honda Civic Type R turbo one. So for me, it was a case of just getting this. And it was going to be a track car, but the more I drove it, is the more I thought, you know what, it's a nice car. It's been looked after. If I go smashing it around the track, taking everything out, it's going to be worth pennies. And I think this car here FN2s. They was the ugly duckling. A lot of people didn't like these ones when they first came out, but I personally think it's got the K20 engine in, and if I'm honest with you, I think that this car here is going to go on one day to be a future classic. So car number 3, it's going to be a bit of an unexpected one, so let's get into this one. So car number 3, you're probably thinking, where the hell am I and what the hell I'm doing, right? We're in the 3rd car here. Yeah, I call this car the tour bus, and do you want to know why? So we've got Shabs in the back, we've got Jack in the back, and we've obviously got Ash driver mode. Yes. And we've got Joe behind the camera, right? So this is the 7-seater Volkswagen Touran 2-litre TDI. And look at it, look where we're at right now. We've got the good trays in front of us. McDonald's can be served, dinner can be served in this, and you can take a nice long cruise. And it's about 30 degrees outside today. We got aircon in here, we got the whole setup. So the Volkswagen Touran is the family wagon that you guys probably never seen on the channel before, and you're probably thinking, where's this car even came from? But as I said, I got young children, kids, misses, all of that stuff. So this is the car that we get about in. When you're going away, you're doing trips with the family, it's just handy to have this sort of space in here. And so this is car number 3, the car that you guys have probably never seen on the channel, but this is actually, I would say this is my 2nd most used vehicle actually. So yeah, fucking, we're here in it, in the Volkswagen Touran, 7-seater, all the man them can get in here. We can go wherever you want to go. Good one, this is, yeah. If you got a family and you want a daily, Volkswagen Touran. So you've seen the Honda Civic Type R FN2, you've seen the BMW M2, you've seen the tour bus, and the moment you guys have all been waiting for. Don't expect a Lamborghini, by the way, yeah? Trust me, as I said, this is something I'm going to be sending around the track all day, every day. So welcome to the new car on the channel here, my Audi TT 2-litre TFSI GTI engine, if you guys ain't aware of what that is. And this is going to be the car that I'm going to be putting around the track, basically taking everything out of it, taking the interior out. I'm doing an absolute savage track build. I was going to do it with the Honda Civic Type R, but as I mentioned in the video, I felt it was a bit too of a collector's nice sort of car to take apart. But this here is a 2010 Audi TT, in fact, sorry, it's a 2007 Audi TT, 57 plate, I'm getting ahead of myself there. Yeah, as I said, I just bought it because I feel like it's the sort of car, it's light, these weigh 1280 kilos, they're 2-litre turbo, so there's plenty of stuff you can do tuning wise. You can put the Audi S3 turbo on there, you can put the bigger injectors from the S3 and so on in the car. And there's a lot of tuning capabilities, like where I'm going to be taking this car will be up to about 350-ish brake horsepower, sending it. I've got a few ideas that I'm going to also be doing to the exterior. I'll put a photo on the screen now of what I'm going to probably like to get this car to, so you guys can see that there. And that's pretty much what it's going to be. Track cars, I do enjoy circuit stuff, Donington, all of that sort of stuff. But I'll bring you around anyway, just so you guys can see the side profile. Just like the Evercars, this car came stock as well. I got it for a real decent price. It's DSG, which I kind of wanted because I know a manual's more engaging when you're driving around the track and blah, blah, blah. But personally for me, I drive the M2, which is DCT. And if I'm honest with you, no matter what you say, you can't shift gears like you can in the DSG or the DCT. So that's my thinking behind that. Everything in this is going to be coming out. So as you can see at the moment, it's just got the leather seats in there, steering wheel in there. I've already started taking some of these seats down and stuff because I'm just prepping myself for how it feels with everything out. But I'm telling you now, the floor carpets, the airbags, everything's coming out of this car. No safety, full sends. You know the vibes on this channel. It's Fast Car Checks for a reason. We do everything fast, yeah? 2021, I set out on a mission, and my first mission was a Honda Civic Type R, right? I know it's 2025 now, it's been 3 years. So I've accumulated the Honda Civic Type R. Also wanted the Audi TT as well. I've accumulated that, and also the BMW M2 in 2023. So these actually are my 3 dream realistic cars. I'm not talking McLarens, I'm not talking Lamborghinis. We're talking usual cars that most people can afford on the road. So to have all 3 of them all here in the flesh, knowing that I own all 3 of them, it's quite a humbling feeling. And for me, you know, it's obviously just progression in life. None of this is from YouTube. I wish it was. This is from real life grafting in my everyday job that I do 9 to 5, just like you guys at home watching this video. And yeah, like I said, I'll leave the photos now on the screen. You can actually see the dates of when I screenshotted these cars and when I really wanted these cars to be you know, essentially later on down the line the car. So this is going to be the car on the channel. We're going to be absolutely sending this one to space. Yeah, this is going to be a savage of a car. It's not going to be no 700 brake horsepower straight line savage. This is going to be a corner circuit thing, yeah? So like I said, I don't want to bore you guys to death, but we're going to go out now anyway and give you guys some good content of just some rollers and that.
On the way to the Raven, and the men them can't wait for hey. Hey. DJ, don't you know the Ravens wanna rave tonight? So DJ, play my favorite song so I can have a good on the way to the Raven, and the men them can't wait for Raven. Hey, I'm in the back of the line with juice and I'm back in blatant. I'm lean, I've been tipsy, but I ain't complaining. Outside the club, the eye looks thick and the girls are gazing. So, this line is about to open up wake all night. I can't wait till I get inside. I wanna wait till the morning light. We getting down, finally I see Ravens getting down. Hey, hey, I got my shoe on, and now I wanna get my groove on. So, DJ, don't you know the Ravens wanna rave all night? So DJ, play my favorite song so I can have a good so I see a girl I like, and I gotta move in swiftly. Other men them see her and wanna meet her, so I gotta move in quickly. Grab the waistline, yeah, she with me. Right to the left, left to the right, backwards. She wanted me down and bringing me back up. Hey, can I have your number? You can have my number. She said, okay then, this rave is mayhem. Then I go find the mandate, it's good vibes are standard. And we're drinking. I know but now my vibe ain't sinking. Hey, DJ, don't you know the Ravens wanna rave all night? So DJ, my favorite song so I can have a good.
Yeah, and to be fair, with these three cars in particular, this is only new to the car edition. That's been around for about 3 months. That's been around for 2.5 years. I did do fair few mileage on that in the first year. You know, it's like you get something new, you want to go out and play in it. That, I've done track days in that. I've been to Castle Combe. I've also done a recent track day at Donington Park in that. Now that's going to take over the reins for the track stuff, and I will be getting that completely gutted and absolutely savage. That's going to be a nice street build, so like maybe a turbo, supercharger. I haven't quite made my mind up. And the BMW M2, I've got other plans for this, which I will make a whole video about that. I'm not going to bore you to death with it all. So I will say the Touran gets most of the daily use, but Monday to Friday, I'm in my work vehicle, which is a Ford Connect. I can't put it on because obviously it's sign written and all the rest of it, but I put a little photo of what it is in the clip now so you guys can see. It's nothing special. That's why I'm in 9 to 5, earning my money so I can pay for these cars, drive them where I want to drive them, and enjoy life, I guess. But yeah, with that said anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. As I said, I wanted to give you guys an insight into the cars and also introduce the new car to the channel. Smash the subscribe button, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm, how they push this stuff. And yeah, next episode of Fast Car Checks coming soon.
Mark, run that. Fast Car Checks. Big up respect. Big up your chest. Fast Car Checks. Big up respect. Big up your chest. Sheesh.